We can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Proverbs 16:9. Hey guys, it's JaaackJack and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my planner setup for March. I am currently in the Paper Panda planner. It is just such a beautiful and gorgeous planner. So that is what I'm currently using. I'm not really fully set up in my planner yet. There's a lot of things I'm trying to work out and figure out how I want to set up. But I do have my Bible reading tracker. Oh, this little square right there. I wanted to add a little Polaroid, but I bought the wrong film, so can't do that right now. I have to go return that. But my Bible reading sections, I just cut these out of my Erin Condren planner and literally glued them in. So for January and February, my Bible reading plan is just glued in. So far in my planner, I feel mostly established in the weekly pages and then my Bible reading tracker, and that's pretty much it. The rest I'm still trying to figure out. So here was February. Again, I just cut it and glued it in, but for March, we're actually going to draw in our planner. So I've already penciled it out, but that is what I'm gonna go over with you guys in today's video. So we're gonna do my Bible reading tracker together. I'm just gonna take out the little bookmark so we have a smooth surface to write on, and yeah, we're just gonna get started. So I'll put here on the screen, this is my Bible reading plan for 2021 if you guys want to follow along. So as you can tell, we are in the month of March, so therefore we are reading the book of Leviticus. So the thing about Leviticus, it's in the Old Testament and it is a book of laws. It is all about the rules and the things that the people of Israel had to do in order to receive forgiveness, because at that time they didn't have Jesus yet. They didn't have a savior. They didn't have someone that died on a cross for them to redeem them of all their sins. So they were really held accountable for every little sin that they did, and therefore they'd have to make these certain very, very specific sacrifices at the altar to God to receive that forgiveness. So it's just crazy to read. So reading it just makes me appreciate and love Jesus even more. Wow, we don't have to be held to these rules and laws because of the sacrifice of Jesus. Gosh, wow, that's just so good. But because it's a book of laws, and I'm like, what could I draw for the doodles for this month in my Bible reading plan? I was like, why not books? I've seen this a bunch of time on Pinterest for bullet journals, and a lot of times it can relate to what books you want to read and things like that, but I'm using it as my Bible reading tracker for this month, and I'm super excited. So we have, how many books are there? I think there's 27? I think there's 27 chapters in the book of Leviticus. So I'm going to draw 27 books, but first here we are starting with the shelves, and I'm just using my ruler to make straight lines, and then the outside, the edge right here that I'm drawing, I'm kind of curving it in a little bit, and I did that with the books too, and I think it just helps it look a little more realistic, so it's not just a boxy rectangle. It looks actually like a realistic shelf. And for these little shelves, I was actually debating for quite a while if I wanted to just use a strip of washi, but I think this turned out a lot better by me just drawing them. And then I'm actually going to leave them completely empty. I'm not even going to color them in. So at the end of March, when I color in all the books, once I've read all the chapters, all the books will be colored in, but the shelves will just be plain like this. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide. So I'm gonna just go ahead and speed up through this part of me finishing the shelves, and then once I have the shelves done, I'm going to go ahead and write Leviticus at the top and then Bible study at the bottom. I highly recommend doing all this in pencil first, so you have a sketch and you can just trace over it. It just makes doing this so much easier. And now I actually want to take some white out to cover where it says notes. This is from Erin Condren, and this is actually my first time using it, so here we go. It's a very bright white. This paper is not bright white, so it looks very awkward, and I'm not loving it. But I did want to cover up where notes was, but it's kind of bugging me how much of a difference that is. That just bright white cloud above Leviticus. Also, my C in Leviticus looks like an A because of the way I wrote the C and the U towards the end. Oh, that looks bad. It's okay. Here I am trying to decide if I want to cover up the whiteout with the sticker, but then I realized, okay, no, that's just going to make it even worse. So I'm just going to leave it. So now it's time to draw the books. So again, just like how I did the shelves, I'm drawing straight lines, and then the like top and bottom of the book I'm kind of curving a little bit just to make it look a little more realistic. So I'm gonna do that for all of the books, and we'll speed this up, and I will see you guys when we are done with this. So now I needed the help of Pinterest. We are going to add some detailing to the like the spine. There we go, the spine of the books. So I looked on Pinterest for like book doodles to see, like, because I don't know, I've never drawn a book before. So some of them I did like 2 little thin lines on the top and bottom, and I kept it very random. And I think there were a few others that I did too, but I'll just speed it up and you can see kind of how I spaced them out, made it very random and sporadic, but kind of also switched it up at the same time, so it looks like a real little library of books. And now the moment of truth, and the scariest part of this all is erasing the pencil marks. And I was so sad. Some of it smeared, to be honest. I think this pen just does not work in this paper. I'm using the Pilot G2 pen, which has been my go-to for a really long time. But as you can see, it's starting to smear, and it's making me so sad. It's smeared. So I just did the best I could to try and avoid as much smearing. Like, I was erasing really, really lightly, but we still had a few little smudges that smeared. Oh, it like breaks my little planner heart. I think that's like the biggest thing as a planner. Like, I do not want anything smearing. Like, ugh, it's such a heartbreaking moment. So I went ahead and pulled out some of my brown colored pencils. You know me and the brown tones, they're my favorite. And I decided for where I wrote Leviticus and Bible reading, I usually just fill that in with my pencil, but I felt like it deserved a little color. So I'm just filling in that little gap there with the brown color pencil for the word Leviticus and Bible reading. And now the last thing I'm going to do to set up this page is to number all the books, and you could make it go in order, but I like it to be a little sporadic, so that way when I do color in each book like day after day, the colors are kind of like spaced out. I don't know, I'm just being weird, but I like to mix it up. So I'm just kind of randomly numbering them until I get to, what did I say, 27? Is there 27 books here? Yes, 27 books here to represent the 27 chapters in the book of Leviticus. And basically that's it for this setup for my Bible reading plan for the month of March. The brown colors I have off to the side are the different colors I'm going to use to fill in the books throughout this month. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this gave you some inspiration, some ideas on how to track your reading or whatever it may be. And yeah, the rest of my planner I'm still trying to like settle in, but I for sure have the dot grid page that's in each month. I definitely have that down as my Bible reading plan or my Bible reading guide. It's definitely my favorite thing to do in my planner. So thank you guys for watching this video. I love you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.